A new research says world travel accounts for 8% of carbon sequestration emissions, about 3 times more rather than early estimates. The new evaluation is greater since it includes emissions of journey, advantage, the complete lifetime cycle of carbon sequestration in visitors' meal, hotels, and trading. Drive the growth are visitors of rich countries who journey to some rich destinations. The US beautiful the rankings accompanied by China, Germany, and India. Travel is an enormous and rapidly developing world production cost above $7 billion, and utilizing 1 in 10 human beings about the planet. He's increasing at about 4% per year. Early estimates of the effect of all the journey on carbon sequestration offered how travel taken into account 4% of emissions. Yet in which is declared to be the largest inclusive evaluation to date, the new research examines the world carbon sequestration fluid among 160 countries among 2009 and 2013. It shows how the full drawing is nearer to 8% of the world drawing. As air journey, the authors say they include turned on an analyze of the power necessary to supporting the travel framework, consisting all the meal, drink, infrastructure facilities building and support as the retailer services how tourists delight. We looked at very comprehensive data on travel cost, consisting consumer goods such as meal of consuming out and souvenirs. We looked at the trading among various countries and as well at hothouse gas emissions information to go up in a inclusive drawing for the world carbon sequestration track for travel. The researchers as well looked at the impacts in both of the countries wherever tourists came of and wherever they passing. They found how the largest essential item was comparatively so off human beings of rich countries traveling to some so-to-do destinations. In the guideline countries, US, China, Germany and India, lot of the journey was national. Nomadic people of Canada, Switzerland, the Netherlands and Denmark affect a lot high carbon sequestration track in another place rather than in their own countries. While richer human beings journey they tend to expend more than on high carbon sequestration transport, meal and pursuits says Dr. Malik. If you include visitors of top revenue countries later they characteristically expend hard on air journey, on trading and welcome wherever they go to. But if the nomadic people are of low revenue countries later they expend more than on social transportation and raw meal. The conducting patterns are various for the various economies they go of. While measurement per capita emissions, Little Isle destinations such as the Maldives, Cyprus and the Seychelles come as the guideline lights. In these countries travel is accountable for up to 80% of their yearly emissions. This little isle state are in a hard stance since we love traveling to these locations and such little isle state really lot trust on visitor revenue but they are as well at the identical period sensitive to the effects of growing seas and environment changing, told Dr. Malik. Consumer demand for world travel is as well creature seen in growing countries love Brazil, India, China and Mexico, allocation a basic issue, riches. The paper underlines the reality how while human beings earn money more than rather than $40,000 per year, their carbon sequestration track of travel growth 13% for each 10% growth in revenue. The intake of travel does no seem to saturate as incomes increase, the paper says. The Planet Journey and Travel Justice, WTTC, has welcomed the study but doesn't take how the production's efforts to cut carbon sequestration include been a go-over. It would be unjust to say how the production is not making whatever, told Rochelle Tucker, CEO of study at WTTC. We've seen a increasing quantity of hotels, airports and round operators how include all be carbon sequestration inert so down there is a pulse. Experts say how compensation, wherever tourists expend cash on landing trees to alleviate their carbon sequestration track will include to growth, in spite reservations on her efficiency. Knowledge is as well the core. The WTTC say how the latter water supply meltdown in Cloak City has as well helping human beings recognize how changes in environment can affect asset love water supply. Down there is a actual requirement for human beings to recognize which their effect is in a purpose, told Rochelle Tucker, or how lot water supply, waste management and power you should be with compared to the regional people. All of the will authorize tourists to do superior decisions, and just via such superior decisions how we'll be capable to gear the question of environment changing.